Shalom. Call law Yahweh Shemiel Shai by Shem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this truth, that rule and teach well. The 100% truth. Citations to the Akim, risking their lives each and every week, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth. And to the brothers and sisters tuning in for edification, I hope this will be edifying, coming with another lesson. And this lesson will be thankful for this truth. And when you look at pretty much all the things our people have been through since we pretty much got off the boat, those boats back, during the time of our ancestors, and I'm speaking about the Atlantic slave trade and the Trans-Sahara slave trade. Up until now, nothing has changed. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same. We're still yet to this day in our captivity in 2025. And we want to talk about some topics that pretty much our people was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, in Babylon the Great, aka America. The so-called white man used a system called the Willie Lynch letter, you know what I'm saying, on our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and pretty much destroyed our people mentally, physically, and emotionally. And this is all designed, symptomatic. It was all planned, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because they know who we are, you know what I'm saying? They know we are the chosen people of the Bible. We are the Hebrew Israelites, the children of Israel. Our ancestors were Moses, and Most High, that parted the Red Sea. Those are our ancestors, you know what I'm saying? But Esau hijacked our heritage and try to say they're the people now. No, you're not the people. We are the people. And I'm talking about the banking families, you know what I'm saying, who run the world. I ain't talking about your not your average Joe six-pack Edomite, that don't know what is going on. They don't know what's going on. They just doing whatever the world is doing. If you do this, you do that. If you do this, you do that. They just copying along. They like robots, you know what I'm saying? So they have a clue what's going on. And do they care? No. But the so-called the elites, they know what's going on. They know exactly who we are. You know what I'm saying? That's why they pushing, so much, wickedness on our people. And our people don't even have, they have a clue what's going on. And let me pull up the Willie Lynch, system. Let me go back to Willie Lynch. Here it is. Be yourself, but hate yourself. See? The Willie Lynch syndrome exposed. So they had it all symptomatic, plan on how they was doing stuff. There is a blood on the leaves. We are being deceived, perceiving this as a reality while we are seen as fruit hanging from a forbidden tree. I'm questioning the story of Christianity because the Garden of Eden has stretched out curiosity commonly seen in the culture of so-called white supremacy. Let me jump down. Al then ends the poem with the powerful line that inspired me. It's hard to understand the state of this nation without our story. This pain has been hanging over our heads for far too long. A Willie Lynch letter story. And like they have destroyed our people, Mental slavery is a subliminal tactic used to keep African Americans, which we're not Africans, we're the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of, in the psychological change for generations. And this, I guess, in 1792, Willie Lynch prophesied this method of control that will push in a fury mentally on the enslaved and eliminate the strength in numbers that unity provide Africans and African Americans. Lynch stated that the correct use of this method will control these Africans in America for 300 years or more. So you see, so they pretty much, this is all symptomatic to none but control, and that's what they're doing today. You know what I'm saying? And we can see that has come to fruition with help of media today. See, what has not been fully addressed is whether the press deliberately supported the so-called white supremacist agenda, or whether media's participation transformed into something less intentional slacking, but equality dangerous. And this is one of the reasons why our people is destroyed, because they know what's going on. So they use the music industry. For example, in the music industry, they search for psychologically unstable so-called black youth in struggling neighborhoods and create stars, giving them backgrounds of new stars. They are more likely to have troubled past, and the industry reveals in these create stars now appeal to youth across America in similar situations. Their songs perpetuate violence and bring allure to self-destruction for their troubled young listeners. Artists, the chief cause our generation to give into assimilation, think irrationally, and hate each other. See? So they knew what they were doing, you know what I'm saying? And this is your self-proclaimed so-called white man, Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? Which is the so-called white people today. They had this all set up from, like I say, 300 or 400 years ago. Like I said, when we got off these boats. So we've been mentally, during that time, it was physical, you know what I'm saying? But now it's a mental thing, you know what I'm saying? Psychological thing to get in your mind, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that we understand is, the elected and 1/3 know what's going on, and they used the Willie Lynch letter was used, to affect our people, you know what I'm saying? Like they put the light-skinned Negro against the black-skinned Negro, like today now. They separated the Southern and the Northern Kingdom, and now all we do is bump heads because we don't know that we the same nation. So they use those tactics, divide and conquer to do that. You know what I'm saying? What's another thing? Most of our, families, the Southern family is being raised with one parent, you know what I'm saying? So when you take the man out the household, the family is all done. The family structure is gone, you know what I'm saying? And that's why they had other systems in play, like food stamps, which they getting rid of that, you know what I'm saying? Section 8, they're getting rid of that, and they basically say, oh, the man can't be in the household, but we'll give you some money and give you government assistance to help you out. So what did our women do? Our women, turned their back on us, you know what I'm saying? And they kicked the man out, So this is symptomatic, set up, to you know, to damage our people. You know what I'm saying? And what's another thing that our people, you know, love to do. You know, especially our men. You know, joining gangs. You know what I'm saying? Gang banging. So it's nothing. You know, it's just it was a mental thing. For, mentally, emotionally, you know, it just destroyed our people, man. You know, because now these dudes, you know, they join these gangs so they can feel like they're getting a father figure through that. You know what I'm saying? But no, you know what I'm saying? That's just gonna all mess you up. And Esau wants you to do that because now what he has set up for you now is he has the prison system set up for you. So once you get into that and you do some foul type of stuff, then he have it where he has it set up where he's gonna put you in prison. You know what I'm saying? 30, 40 years, life. So, man, so that's why we Akim need to be thankful. You know what I'm saying? The Most High woke us up to this truth. You know, we have to count our blessings. You know, and watch out for all kinds of snares and traps that you know definitely who is trying to destroy it. It's trying to destroy the Israelite man. You know what I'm saying? Under Esau oppression, you know, and his wicked system that he set up. You know, the so-called white man has power over the entire world. You know what I'm saying? What is that? Job 9:24. The hand is given to the hand of the wicked. So Esau, he knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He knew exactly. And that's how he operates, you know what I'm saying? Esau's agenda is to attack us from the time we come out the womb, you know what I'm saying? Even, actually, he tries to get at the man nutsack, you know, when the baby ain't even out the womb, you know what I'm saying? You know, when the woman is carrying the baby, soon the baby is out. He already has it set up. It's all designed to mess you up, you know what I'm saying? There's a system that's in play, you know. How do you know? The fathers are dead, you know, and locked up. That's how you know. You know what I'm saying? That's his main agenda, you know, to get rid of the Israelite man, and that's why we have to be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking at it as we're thankful for the hopefully elect, you know what I'm saying? That Yahweh Shema Shai woke us up, you know? So through all the things that Esau has implemented to destroy our people, Esau did not work, you know what I'm saying? Just know this, Esau, it's over. You going down, you know what I'm saying? Babylon the Great is going down, a.k.a. America, you know? And Esau has been setting up to play the wicked, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. You know, things Esau used to set up is to kill us. You know what I'm saying? In our neighborhoods. Woodwood is one of them. I think that was in the 80s. Crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Set up to kill us. You know, gang banging culture set up to kill us. And then in the Willie Lynch, you know, just giving an example in the Willie Lynch matter, the music industry. You know what I'm saying? You know, who owns the music industry? You know what I'm saying? You know, the small hats. You know, teach our people to sing or rap about music to get rid of our people, to kill our people. You know what I'm saying? And most of that music, all it does is put demons on you. And that, like I said again, that segue into the prison system, you know what I'm saying? So that's hard physical core slavery, where they can get free labor. So Esau know what he was doing. And then the average, you know, Jake out here, he watching them like a hawk, you know what I'm saying? Want you to mess up. Setting up snares and traps for you to mess up. You know what I'm saying? So it's designed to mess you up. This place here, Babylon. So Esau, we don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? We know what you up to now. you know. Let's go to Psalms 124, verse, start at the top. Let me see. Slack here. I gotta get that. 124, verse 1. A song of degrees of David. If it had not been the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick, which their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The streams have gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. Woo. So the philosophies of this world, you know what I'm saying? Not falling for those, you know what I'm saying? Not falling for Esau, trap, because that's what he has. He has a lot of traps, that Esau has set up, you know what I'm saying? Like this religion that he set up. Even, another thing is gambling, you know what I'm saying? On like sports, or if you even go to the casinos, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to have fun here and there, but that's all set up to put you in debt, to get you all trapped up. And there's many more things, you know what I'm saying, that Esau has implemented that just, get you, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we have to be definitely thankful, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shema Shai woke us up, because we could have been, caught up in this world, caught up in the trap. We could have been, locked up doing a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? But Yahweh Shema Shai was preserving us, you know what I'm saying? And he preserving the elect. That's why we say we the hopefully elect. He's preserving us for the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? And we know our kids will not have to go through these things once we, you know what I'm saying, get out of this hell place, you know what I'm saying? This place gotta go. And that's one thing that we need to be thankful for. Not falling for Esau prey, their teeth, you know what I'm saying? Verse 7, our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snares is broken and we are escaped. Yeah, So, with the southern kingdom has to deal with a lot in Babylon the Great. They have to deal with things like getting gunned down, you know what I'm saying, from Esau, and other nations, you know what I'm saying. The northern kingdom had to deal with a lot of problems in South America, the government and the cartel. So they had to choose from which one, they had to deal with. I'm going to be on the government side, or I'm going to be on the cartel side, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, this earth has been given to the hand of the wicked, you know what I'm saying? And Esau knew from the time we come out of our mother's womb, he's trying to set us up, you know what I'm saying, for snares and traps, and to get the Israelite man. And that's what we thankful for, not being caught in them snares and traps that Esau set up, Verse 8, and our help is in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, who made heaven and earth. Yeah. And we know where our hope is coming. We know where our help is from. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, not man. Definitely not Esau, you know what I'm saying? And that word Yahweh means I am. Ba is in, Ha, the, Shem, the name, Yahweh Shai, he's delivered. Yahweh Bashim Shai. So we have that trust with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That relationship with Yahweh Bashim Shai. And that's important, you know what I'm saying, to have that relationship. and being thankful. That's why we have to be thankful for the things that the Most High bless us with each and every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me go to Lamentations chapter 3, and then I'm going to end up closing out a couple more scriptures. Verse 21, this I recall to my mind, therefore have I hope. You know what I'm saying? And all our hope is with the Yahweh Shem Shai. Every day we wake up, you know what I'm saying? And the most important thing is, being obedient to Yahweh Shem Shai, following the law, statute, and commandments to the best of our ability, you know what I'm saying? And definitely, man, like I say again, I want to express it, keep on expressing it, you know what I'm saying? Be thankful, you know what I'm saying? That Yahweh Shem Shai woke you up to this truth. Be thankful that he put a roof over your head. You know what I'm saying? That you're able to eat right now. You know what I'm saying? That you have transportation to get to work. And you have a job. Thank you, Yahweh Shem Shai, for the mercy, you know what I'm saying, that he has, embraced upon us. You know what I'm saying? We have to be thankful and appreciative, Verse 22, and it is of the Lord's Yahweh Shem Shai mercy that we are not consumed. Ooh, because his compassions fail not. Ooh, so let's look at that in the blue letter. That word consumed. Go back, verse 22. So it's Strong's H8552. Thama. Dama is to be complete, be finished, be at end. To be finished, to be complete. Let's get it on the translation count. Consumed, end, finished, clean, upright, spent, perfect, done, failed, accomplished. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? We're not consumed, you know what I'm saying? Because we have Yahweh Shem Shai, that covering cast, over us, And that's a beautiful thing, That's a beautiful thing. Read that again, verse 22. And it is of the Lord's, Yahweh Shem Shai, mercy that we are not consumed because his compassion fail not. Yeah. And that's why our trust is with Yahweh Shem Shai. Not this place. You know what I'm saying? That's why we pray every day that the angels keep, that we pray that Yahweh Shem surround us with those angels, keep us safe, And the Lord's mercy that we won't be consumed in this wicked world, you know what I'm saying? That's why we count it all joy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful, you know what I'm saying? Because most of our people, man, they bugged out, especially these women of our nation, What they do, like 5 baby daddies, you know what I'm saying? That's a hot mess, having babies with different men and everything. They're consumed, you know what I'm saying? They're consumed in this world. They got caught up in them snares and traps of Esau. Men acting like women. They caught up in the snares of those traps of Esau's system. Children completely lost because of the system. And that's why, this place is set up to destroy our people, you know what I'm saying? And we have to be mindful, you know what I'm saying? Verse 23. And they are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Yeah. So, let me go to Romans 8 and 28, and I'm going to close on up. we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Yeah. And we know all things that work together for the good that love the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And like I said again, that's being obedient, following the law, statutes, and commandments. That relationship, you know what I'm saying, that you have with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because we need that protection, you know, to keep us safe from this wicked world of Esau system that he set up to try to trap you in every different way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his main agenda. You know what I'm saying? And to them who are called according to his purpose, yeah. And that is why we say the hopeful elect. Because we're hoping and praying, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that we're saved. You know what I'm saying? That we endure to the end, Matthew 24:14, you know? So like I say again, so we have to be thankful no matter what circumstances that we're facing. If things going good or things going bad, you know what I'm saying? Be thankful Yahweh Shem Yahushai woke us up to this truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we have to deal with whatever comes our way. You know what I'm saying? Because why I say that is because the Most High called us according to his purpose. You know what I'm saying? That love that he shared with us each and every day. So I want to end with that. I want to say Shalom. Hope this was edifying. This is your brother Dawada. Come with another lesson. I want to say all praises. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, that great millstone that rule and teach well, that taught us this truth, the 100% truth. To the Akims on the four corners of this earth, risking their lives each and every day on the highways and the byways. And to the brothers and sisters tuning in for edification, Shalom.